Here we go. Vegas Top Dogs YouTube channel TV update here for March Madness. Got my bracket ready right in front of me here. We'll give you some tips to help you choose your teams and have a winning bracket. I'll also be back in a few days, give you tips and picks throughout the tournament. You can also get some premium plays at VegasTopDogs.com. That's VegasTopDogs.com. Make sure you visit our website each and every day for some good information. I'm going to share with you here 5 or 6 minutes on how to pick a winning bracket. I've taken some notes over the past 25 years. I'm going to share those with you. I'm reading them off my other computer here, so bear with me. And we'll be back here in a day or two with more picks throughout the tournament ATS. Let's jump right in for some tips here to pick your bracket. It's the most exciting time of the year. I get excited here next to the Super Bowl. This is a very, very busy time of the year. So let's jump right in here and help you pick your brackets. I've correctly pegged two out of the 4 teams in the Final Four in 12 out of the last 14 years. So this advice does do well throughout the brackets. Of course, can't overlook injuries, suspensions, foul trouble, poor officiating. A lot could happen here. But let me share some thoughts here, help you get through your bracket and help you survive in the big dance. Everyone likes underdogs and Cinderella teams, but I like to look at the team records, their strengths, and conferences that they play in. Usually there's one team that surprises everybody in the end, but Utah did it 1998. Loyola Chicago did it a few years ago. Butler did it also a couple times, 2010, 2011. But since 1998, championship team has not been seeded lower than a number 4. 1997, Arizona was a number 4 seed and won it all. As you can see in the past 25 tournaments, top teams usually go all the way. So one thing I like to look at here with some trends to help with my brackets, look for teams at 7 or fewer losses throughout the season. So teams that have more than 7 losses usually don't fare well throughout the tournament. Also, look for teams that played in tough conferences, some of the big conferences, night in, night out. They're battle-tested. They play tough teams on the road. Mid-majors and small schools tend to make it to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, but that's usually the end of the road. They get 1 or 2 upset wins, and then they just don't have enough gas in the tank. Look for veteran teams with good guard play. That's important. You have 2 or 3 very good guards. They'll carry a team throughout the tournament. So look for teams 7 or fewer losses, play in a major tournament, veteran coach. I would say seeded 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, 2, or 3 seed. Look for those to advance, and you can narrow that down to making your final 4 selections. From here, I see how teams play on the road, maybe neutral courts. Maybe they play to MSG in a tournament or holiday tournament. So teams that fare well on the road or neutral sites, team to do well. Good defensive teams, strong rebounding teams, experience, veteran coach, teams that make their free throws, all very important and usually go deep into the tournaments. Teams who take over 35% of their shots, 35% of their overall shots are three-pointers, do not fare well. They may do well at home during the regular season, but in the tournament, you're facing tough defensive teams, and teams that shoot a lot of threes don't do well here in the tournament. A couple sleeper teams I like this year. Before they announced the bracket, I had Texas A&M and Penn State as 2 sleeper teams. Unfortunately, they're playing each other in the first game, and that's a pick'em spot. So I like Kentucky. They were banged up. I think they'll be healthy by this week, and I look for them to go fairly deep. But you're going to look for your Alabamas, your Kansas, your Arizonas, your Houstons, teams like that to go deep, and I expect them to make it to the Final Four. So look for good guard play, good defense, team that knocked down free throws, veteran team. If you can find a veteran team, maybe such as Creighton, Penn State's a veteran team. Look for those teams to go deep into the tournament farewell. And we'll have picks here. I'm going to break them down probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll come back here, bring a guest handicapper on, and give you some picks in the Thursday and Friday games. So be sure to visit VegasTopDogs.com. We'll have some premium picks, NIT and the CBI tournament action. And we'll speak to you again in a few days. Good luck in your bracket. And as always, be a winner.